Welcome back from eerie experiences to unexplained sightings. Our next guest is the expert in everything paranormal. A former skeptic, Brian J. Cano, is now one of the world's most famous ghost hunters. He ain't afraid.
No, Brian is currently in Australia leading haunted tours all over this great country of ours, and he joins us right now in the studio. Good morning to you, Brian.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good.
Really well. This is a unique career. How did it come about? How did you get into it?
Kind of by accident. So when I was a child, I was always very inquisitive, and who isn't fascinated by the legends and stories of our world? Stonehenge, the Loch Ness Monster,
Sure.
Bigfoot. And as a kid, I assumed that I would grow up and find out the answers to all these mysteries. But then life gets in the way. You go to school, you get a job, you worry about paying bills, and that kind of gets suppressed. In 2002, I started to do a cable access show in New York City called Scared on Staten Island. And that was our exploration of all these urban legends and mysteries, and that just exploded.
Wow.
And here I am.
Here you are now. So you have a show called The Haunted Collector, and they call you the tech guy. So what does this involve? And you brought some tech in here to see.
This is one of the many pieces of gadgetry and technology that I use on the show. This is called a Melmeter, and essentially what it does, this is like the Swiss Army knife of investigation gadgets, because it detects EM, temperature, and has a lot of other features on it that aid us in detecting.
Is EM electromagnetic or what is it?
Electromagnetic.
Okay, cool.
And we're looking for electromagnetic fields, and currently the theory is that spirits either give off EM or that they disturb the EM field as they pass through, and that's what we're detecting.
Right.
You've been doing this for 15 years or so. Has the technology advanced and got better over the years?
It has, but by small baby steps. Back in the old days, if we were doing an old school method, we might use baby powder, toy cars, things to try to get spirit activity to enact on it. Or we use things that were repurposed from other disciplines like electrical or construction gadgets. Now, finally, in the last 5-7 years, we have devices that were specifically designed for what we do.
Can you tell us if this studio's haunted by using this device? I mean, I'm sure there's some dead careers, but
Ooh.
I mean, proper haunted.
Well, this particular device, because it detects EM, I'm sure all of these cameras and lights and electronics are going to set it off. So you will get
Let's try it.
a probably false positive, but right now we're reading a 0, which is fine. This is designed to try to ignore most of this.
Okay.
But I think you guys are probably safe, at least for the duration of the
Sure.
show.
All right.
But could you essentially walk into any building, any facility, and find some form of activity?
You know what it is? The paranormal is everywhere. Even though we go to haunted places to try to discover and experience this for ourselves, just like ourselves, I live in New York City. Through free will, I came here. I am now here talking to you guys. You guys are going to go home later. You're going to make dinner. You're going to select your clothes for tomorrow. The same thing with spirits. They're going about their everyday
I thought they were stuck in some sort of limbo where they're wet all the time and there's a lot of change.
There is a lot of that, and wells and
Stuck in an attic,
garage
I
nests.
always
There's just a lot of that going on.
And Get Out.
Yeah.
There's 3 archetypes that we laugh about.
Go on.
The angry man in the attic.
Yeah.
The child who's lost his ball. And the woman in white.
Oh.
There's always a woman in white.
What about the clown? Is a clown a new one now?
Oh, we had that in Staten Island about a year ago, where there were sightings of scary clowns everywhere.
Wow.
Wow.
Are most people skeptical, do you find, in your experience?
There's more often than not, they're skeptical, but I find that people want to believe.
And do you, just quickly, because we do have to go, but do you are you conflicted with your skeptic and your believing? Because like you're like, well, I'm seeing all this stuff, but my skeptic goes, no, it can't be. Does that make you better at your job?
It's good to maintain a skeptical edge. I consider myself a skeptical believer. I know the phenomenon exists. It's the people who report it that I'm skeptical of.
Of course.
I
There are
love
a lot
this.
of those.
If you want to see more, you can catch Brian at the Oz Paranormal and Spiritual Expo. Details at ozparaexpo.com.au. Great to have you here, Brian.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Fascinating,
fantastic.
Brian.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much.